there, Hooniverse. You might remember a Japanese cartoon from a few years back, the star of which was named Takumi Fujiwara. In that show, called Initial D, the man borrowed his father's AE86 Corolla. What did he do with it? Well, he delivered tofu, but he also took it racing. What type of racing? Drifting. And that's how drifting was born. The car that was at the center of it was the AE86. What does that even mean? Well, the car was built from 1983 through 1987, and it was the Corolla. Other countries called it the Levin, other countries called it the Trueno, but we know it as the Corolla. What does AE86 mean though? A means the 4A engine series was used, E simply means Corolla, 8 means E80 or 5th generation car, and the 6 means there were 6 variants within that generation. Now though, the car's been reborn. Some people might call it the Toyota 86. Here, it's the Scion FR-S. Let's talk a minute about the exterior of the Scion FR-S. This 2013 model looks aggressive. You know what you're looking at when you see this car. The only car you're going to confuse this for on the road is the Subaru BRZ, but we're not talking about that right now. That's down the road when we get some seat time in that little couple. Up front here, you've got an aggressive face. The lower fascia looks good. The wheel wells are filled out very nicely with these 17-inch rollers. You got this real cool badge here with the 86 and the boxer looking engine right here. By the way, bore and stroke, both 86 millimeters. Moving away from the badge, the character line continues into this puffed out fender, the rear wheel. It all wraps around nicely into these tucked in taillights and the cool looking lower valence. Sure, the BRZ gets a spoiler, but who cares about that? The whole package is low and sleek. It looks really good. It's just a hair taller than a Miata. It's shorter than a Genesis Coupe. It's shorter than a Mustang. It's ready to rip down the road. And here's a little something for all you people who are claiming this car's underpowered. Watch this. This FR-S has a whole lot going for it. Some of the nearest competition, you might be inclined to think of the Miata. That's a 2-seater. This weighs just a little bit more than that, and it's what, in my mind, feels the most direct in terms of driving experience. You can also compare the Hyundai Genesis Coupe and the Ford Mustang V6. Both of those are heavier, they have more power, but they're kind of in a different league. Those are bigger cars. This thing is smaller, this is more nimble. This is an agile, awesome canyon carver, track carver. This thing is the real deal. This is no joke. This is a true sports car that is a blast to drive. And people talk about it being down on power. It's fine. Just rev the piss out of it. It revs to 7,500. You make all your power up there. The engine sounds great since it's a flat 4. In fact, it reminds me of old 911s. And that is never a bad thing, except that those wanted to kill you by sending you backwards in the trees. This doesn't. This wants to keep you moving down the track, be it in a good line, or if you turn traction control off, kind of sideways.